Hey everyone, I'm Alexis the Ego Queen, and welcome back to another episode of the Queen's Court. In our last episode, it was kind of just a wrap-up episode. It was pretty fun. We picked up Harold's leg. Take it over, Vicky.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vicky the GM, and welcome back to the Queen's Court. When we last left our heroes, it has been 2 weeks since the destruction of Pharaoh Fane and the purge of the Blessed Flesh cult. Since then, the Warband has returned to the relative safety of Hastenhand's Manor, where Dr. Polonia, along with help from Cock Lostock, the disgraced chirurgeon from the Gallows Way, has replaced lost limb and ruined organs with bionic prosthetics. While the Warband waits for Larisian to arrive and take possession of the illicit artifacts they picked up, Xenos or otherwise, an unexpected visitation turns up at Hastenhand's. However, before that happens, we have some inter-character dialogue to take care of. So, in the study of Hastenhand's Manor, the one formerly belonging to Lance Gul'jan, where the insane nobleman died from unknown reasons, Ren sits at the study, data slate in hand, when in walks Dr. Polonia.
Ren, I was wondering if you were free at the moment.
I'm just sitting there messing around with the radio on my cherub. I look up. What's up? What's going on?
You mind if I have a seat just to talk to you for a moment?
I'm gonna tell my cherub to begin its flight. Yes, go ahead.
I try to ignore the cherub as I sit down, and then I look at Ren, and I say I still am haunted by all the things that happened a few weeks ago. I don't know how you all take it. You were so brave during the whole situation. If it wasn't for you, I would have ran.
These are enemies of the Imperium. These are things that I never thought that I would see in my life. I don't know how else to explain it except for calling them what they are. They're monsters.
It's just this is my first time ever experiencing something like this, and this is only the beginning. At some point, we're going to be done here, and we're going to have to go back out and face things like that again. And you're going to be the only thing keeping me from running.
Do you have faith in the God Emperor?
I think so.
See, I was lucky enough to be raised within the sororitas. Granted, I, due to my status, was never able to join them. This is what I do for them. I fight for the Inquisition because it's something that we need to do. People like us, we have abilities, we have gifts. We need to fight the enemies of the Imperium. If not for us, everything would fall.
Does your faith give you strength in light of this? Even though you know you're going to have to go out and face these horrors again and again and again?
You're scared of them, aren't you?
I'd be stupid not to be.
Fear is a funny thing. See, no man fears nothing. That's foolish. But fear is not the opposite of courage. It's just the knowledge that... It's the knowledge that we have to face it. We show courage. We show honor. We must do this.
I'll try, but I don't think I can muster your sense of duty.
I'm gonna grab the Aquila necklace that I wear. Look.
Wait, wasn't that the House Crest necklace that you wear?
No, it's an Aquila necklace.
Oh, right. Go on.
Dr. Polonia, I'm sure in your field of work you've seen horrific things.
nothing comes close to what we saw the other day. I've seen people bleed out on a table in front of me, but I've never seen
2
a
weeks ago.
monster like that. I never even realized that those things were real.
I'm gonna look up at my cherub. Yeah, these things are real. But we must have the fortitude to face them. For every one of them that we kill, we save a planet.
It's a lot to take in. I just don't know if the satisfaction of serving the Imperium can help me get over the trauma of what I was just... And this is only the beginning.
It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is only the beginning. We will have other missions, probably far more dangerous. We will do shit like this again.
I'm gonna look across the room with a mix of stress and anxiety and fear and just put my hand on my forehead in a bit of awe and anticipation and thought of what's coming.
Dr. Polonia, do you wish to retire from this?
If this is the duty that was selected for me, then this is what I have to do. It's just a lot to accept.
Then have faith in the God Emperor. He will protect us. He will be our torch in the dark.
I'll do my best. Your example is all that can keep me going at this point.
I'm just gonna nod and just keep looking at my cherub and just turn away. Perhaps you should talk to the Sisterhood.
Maybe you're right. And with that, I'm going to stand and say, thank you, Ren. That helped a lot, and I'll leave.
No problem. I'm gonna go back to, like, holding my cherub.
Meanwhile, Tobian approaches the basement workshop of Baltarvak.
I knock on the door.
Oh,
Is it-
buddy.
It is a rusted metal door that could use some work, but there are more important things to do. Go on.
Who is it?
It's Kirsch.
Oh, do come in.
Open the door.
And you see me at my bench working on some paperwork. Just simple logistical stuff.
Tarvok, I have a favor to ask of you.
I turn around with a kind of a bit of a cocky grin and simply say, "Oh, and what does the mighty Psyker have of a simple, humble tech priest?"
I need you to modify my armor.
Modify your armor. In what way?
At this point, I take off the breastplate and whatever clothes I'm wearing underneath them and showing the sprouting wings.
Oh, what do we have here? A bit of very fascinating indeed.
Can you modify my armor to conceal it?
Do not want our fearless leader putting a bull shell in your head, I see.
She can try.
Oh, very well. And what will you give me in return? I cannot do something for nothing, such as the way of commerce.
Well, for one, I won't stop your new lungs from functioning.
And can you trust the work done by someone with a threat to their head?
A mere jest. What would you want in turn?
I know you are a man of collecting, such as I. Do you have anything that may coerce me to do my best work?
Well, I have this book I picked off of Thane. Do you want it?
Both of my eyebrows raise. Thane, you say?
Fane.
Fane, I'm sorry. Fane, you say? Oh, very well. Let me see this book.
I toss him the book. Be warned, you don't need to be a psyker to see there's evil in that.
I will take proper precautions before opening this damned tome. But I find this to be acceptable. Your armor will be done. I will need the measurements of your... and do a little bit of research to determine theoretical lengths and, give it room to grow, as it were, but it will be done. Now, have a seat and let us begin.
And I take a... And I guess that's that?
Indeed. So, actually, I hadn't planned this, but, Mope, do you go back to the, operating room where, which doubles as a recovery room to check on Harold?
I suppose at some point in the night I would go check it out, just to see what was going on.
Right. We'll wait. I'll handle that just a tiny bit later then. So,
Okay.
In the meantime, back in Ren's study, once Ren finishes tinkering with her Archaeotech Loudhailer, Carpath walks in. He has a look of excitement, as excited as he can look, but he appears to be trying to rein himself in, saying, "My lady, I have received word that the visitors have arrived at the local landing pad. Permission to fetch them."
Alexis.
Alexis?
Shoot, sorry, I muted my mic. Yes, bring them in.
Indeed. And he hurries off at a quickened pace. Back, we'll do the recovery room now. As Dr. Polonia returns to the container of Kagalastock, which is doubling as many different medically purposed room, you can see that he appears deep in the pages of some book by the looks of it. Though when you see the title of it, it appears to be one of Crimson's book. Go ahead.
I walk over in curiosity and I ask, "Did you borrow one of Crimson's books? Or get one as a gift?"
"Oh, this thing? Ah, yes, it was a gift from Tarvok. He thought I could take some enjoyment from it, seeing how I'm stuck here, quite literally."
I say almost to myself, how did Tarvok get one of Crimson's books?
A fair enough mystery. But he, Lostock waves one of the macadendrites that hangs from the walls to the lying form of Harold, which appears to be sitting in a recovery bunk close to it. I also took the liberty of restraining that one. Considering the trauma that he went through, he may have a bit of a violent awakening, shall we say.
I agree. If we do let him out, I suggest that we heavily dose him so that he doesn't hurt anyone.
Right. Right in that moment, Harold wakes up, and Pri, I need you to roll a strength test for me.
Okay. Any modifier?
No modifier. Well, as Harold regains consciousness, he is still, the last thing that he saw was some horrible creature trying and failing to kill him, and with a roar he strains against his restraints, although they still hold fast.
Harold, it's okay. You're safe.
All you hear from Harold is angry growling.
Dr. Bologna, a sedative, if you please.
I hand him a syringe filled with
What? You hand it to one of his megadendrites.
I hand him
He doesn't have hands. You're right.
I hand him some Obscura.
Can I try to break the restraints again?
You can try once again. No. You are sadly still too weakened from lying here for all this time. One of the mechadendrites moves in with with a snake-like suggestion, and injects the Obscura straight into Harold's neck.
Do guardsmen always end up like this with trauma? Is there any point in even trying to talk to him?
Once he has been conscious for some time, you should be able to calm him down.
It's horrific. I can't imagine what he's been through to cause him to act like this.
Considering the residual damage I have seen, it would appear that this one has been fighting almost his entire life.
I look down solemnly at Harold.
Harold stares back at
Actually,
Polonia with...
there's a small issue here. When Obscura is used outside of structured time, which usually is combat, you roll on the hallucinogen table. So this is just a formality, but I want to see what Harold is looking at. Oh boy. So, Pri, I will need you to roll a 1d10.
They're coming out of the walls, man. Game over. Game over.
3. What is that one? Oh, god damn it. Toby is the Siger. 3. They're coming through the walls. The character sees gruesome aliens bursting through the wall, ceiling, floor, bushes, and opens fire. The characters must spend each turn firing at a random piece of terrain within his line of sight. Any creature caught in the line of fire. Okay, so I'm just gonna have that be a roll a willpower test, Pri, because you're stuck.
Oh, poor Pri, it never ends.
Baby.
Well, shit. That's gonna be a failed fear test. Let's see what happens. Oh god. I'm sorry, Harold. I'm so sorry.
Poor Harold.
Oh, he did not deserve this. Let's see.
I was just trying to make him feel a little bit better.
You should have used something else.
You're Dr. Polonia, not Dr. Feelgood.
Or Dr. Love.
Okay, so let's see. That is 40. So D100 plus 40. I'll just roll that. So 19. So that's 59. The character is frozen by terror. He can take no actions until he recovers himself. Okay, so he is just frozen in terror, restrained in his medical bed as horrible alien creatures start tearing through the walls. Oh God.
I look down at him
Holy
calmly and say, well, it seems like the sedatives worked.
I can just see Harold staring back at Polonia and start screaming.
I jolt back a little bit. Bring
Ugh,
my shoulders a little bit in shock.
indeed.
And I kind of laugh. Because, Harold he's tied up. He's good. He can't hurt anybody.
So far.
Oh my God.
So,
Poor Harold.
Toby, you just handed him your armor, right? And then went back.
Oh, I'm sitting in the workshop still as he's taking measurements.
Right.
That
Okay.
took like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that took no time.
Yeah, then I'm hiding in whatever room's unavailable with the door locked.
I seem to remember you taking a room that overlooked the front door, if I remember correctly.
I thought that was Spoon.
Yeah, I thought you were like. Yeah, he was in the attic. I thought you were like a level below him.
I don't think we ever determined what my room was because I was in the hospital.
Oh yeah, that's true. Do you want to pick one?
A room with no windows.
Sure.
A mushroom. I'm sorry.
Get out.
A room with no windows and the toughest lock in the house.
Sure. That would be in the basement as well, opposite Tarvok. So, in that case, I will.
Ooh, can I go on my earpiece and tell everybody?
About what?
Greeting the guests.
There's guests. I thought
Yeah.
your servant just went to go get them.
Yes, he did go and get them, but actually, Alexis, this is something that you will want to greet personally.
Okay, so I'll just go.
Indeed. As the auto carriage rolls back to the front of Hastinhand's Manor, you can see Carpath stepping out of the driver's seat. He appears smiling from ear to ear as the rest of the auto carriage doors open, and a group of about 6 people step out. They about 4 women and 2 men, 1 older gentleman, 2 one man, an older fellow, and the other a bit younger, about just about 20 Terran standard, roughly. He looks quite young. The rest of the women are of varying ages, but they all seem dressed in the same type of clothing that Carpath uses, and he leads them towards the front door. However, 2 of the women, oddly enough, appear to be holding a skull each, freshly polished, and we will get to that later. They walk towards the front door and enter, and Carpath stands before Ren, saying, I cannot thank you enough for allowing this to happen.
I'm just gonna bite my teeth a little bit. Welcome to the Lockwood family house.
The group looks around at the new house and in unison bow before the lady of the house. And the 2 women approach you and hold the 2 skulls towards you.
I'm just gonna have this like really disappointed look on my face. Is this all you were able to recover?
Yes, sadly, the Others either ran away or were taken.
So it did actually happen, after all.
If anyone wants to roll an awareness test, they can do so at a -10 to try and hear these new arrivals.
Can
Also,
I roll
don't...
another willpower test? I don't want to sit there in this container screaming at nothing.
Yeah, you are drugged. You are not hearing anything.
Yeah, you should probably. You automatically fail. Actually, you and Polonia fail because of screaming.
We don't have to roll if we don't want to, right?
Makes
No, you
sense.
don't have to. You don't have to.
I'm in the basement.
Indeed. So,
Well, what about Torian?
he rolled and he failed.
Oh.
He doesn't hear anything. So, do you take them?
Of course.
The skulls, I mean. As you hold the skulls in your hands and observe, not observe, you look them over. There you go. You can see the Lockwood family crest freshly stamped on the back of the skulls, right where the nape of the neck would be.
What were their names?
The names were... crap. I don't remember where I wrote those down. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Well, no, they could just say they don't know.
Ah. Right. Yes, they will. The two women will reply that they do not know.
I'm gonna signal for my cherub to come over and just set them on top of the Archaeotech's boombox.
The cherub obeys, and once the skulls are on the boombox, Archaeotech loudhailer, it flies back up again, admiring its new acquisition.
I'm gonna look at the cherub, and just under my breath, but still over the microbead, I'm gonna be like, "This is your family."
Now, anyone who has the microbead open will hear that. So,
Actually, as dumb as it is, can Harold do a willpower test from that?
really?
It's getting so creepy.
It is.
Well, no, because
Sure.
out of all of it, Harold would probably be the only one to understand.
Oh,
Yeah. And he's fine.
Okay, so out of character really quickly. Harold, you heard that completely.
Yes.
How do
Oh,
you
yeah.
how do you respond?
He's kind of drugged out right now.
All Harold does is mutter his wife and daughter's name.
Okay. And
Hold on. There we go. Okay. You can take that, and yes, Alexis, tell them where to go.
all right. There are plenty of rooms. Take whichever ones my acolytes don't.
Your acolytes. Excuse you.
Well, yes.
Fellow acolytes.
Take
I said
whichever
my
ones.
acolyte.
Take whichever ones my acolytes don't reside in. This house holds a forge underneath it. You guys still do know how to work, right?
We do indeed, and we have and we will serve the Lockwood name until such a time comes.
Good. Did any servitors or any type of other servants make it out?
They bow their heads in shame, and the young man actually speaks up. No, we were the only one. And he looks to Carpath with asks for trying to get some support. And Carpath says, "It is most unfortunate, my lady, but these are all I could get."
You ran from the house, didn't you? And I'm gonna put my hand on my sword. Not, well, it's still in the sheath.
We did. It was all we could.
You ran and let everybody die.
The young man stumbles across his words, somewhat fear in his eyes.
I'm gonna take out my sword and put it on the nape of his neck.
That's hard. That's hard to do without him turning away from you. Don't you mean like under his chin?
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go right at the base of his chin.
Right. The young man dares not move.
If you run again, I will kill you.
I would not, but I can't.
You can't what?
Not.
I'm gonna
sheath
my
blade
sword
at his
again.
neck. Indeed. He lets out a breath. He lets out. The young man lets out a breath that he was holding.
Is this all open on the combead?
Yes.
You hear a bunch of unlocking coming from Tarvok's door.
Indeed.
Well,
So
actually,
anyone-
I wouldn't hear that. I'm upstairs.
Well, no.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, like she wouldn't hear it because you're not saying anything into the microbeat, but
Oh, fair
you
enough.
can hear the conversation.
Oh, I thought my door was kind of near the... Oh, wait, fair enough. Tarvok starts unlocking the mini locks on his door.
As Tobian now finished having finished with the request, he emerges from his room and heads upstairs into the kitchen. However, you note the gathering in the foyer and Ren seemingly threatening some young fellow.
I'll sneak on by. Not my
Indeed.
business.
Not your business. In that case, roll a sneak if you don't want to be seen. There will be no awareness against it.
Question: do they hear the screaming coming from the container?
They do not.
I failed.
You failed. You you attempt to sneak by, but at least 3 different people notice you, but say nothing.
Hi, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
He just awkwardly is trying to pass on
Just
through.
sidestepping behind, along the wall, trying to sneak into the kitchen.
knocking down a vase or something.
I'm gonna, after I sheath my sword, I'm gonna look at them and just be like, are any of you hurt or injured?
No, we managed to escape just fine.
Cowards. Fine. If any of you suffered any type of trauma or anything, go see Dr. Polonia.
Indeed, I will show them the way. And Carpath takes the group and leads them upstairs to the various guest rooms.
Can I wave at Carpath while I'm sneaking by?
He stops and looks at you. Yes, Master Kirsch?
Hi. I think it was like a wave of hello, not trying to get his attention.
Ah, and he moves on.
I guess as the crowd starts to disperse, this is when Tarvok kind of walks in.
Indeed.
With a itty bitty grin.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I suppose I missed the events that have unfolded, Lady Lockwood.
Family. Let's just leave it at that.
Indeed. Can't live with them.
As Tarvok chuckles, I need Toby, Ren, and Tarvok to roll an awareness test with a +10.
Hey! Alright, we're all idiots.
Ceiling.
Wow.
Bloodthirsters through the ceilings.
It's Harold screaming that's doing this.
Oh my god.
Before this happens, can I ask how Harold is over the microbead?
Not well.
Harold? Are you there?
I don't think he's going to be able to make any coherent statements.
All you can hear over the microbead is just screaming.
He's responding badly to medication.
Maybe he shouldn't have
What'd you
eaten
give
it the
him?
last time.
I sedated him.
What?
Sedatives.
Roll it to see if
He's definitely not wrong.
Toby scrutinize him. Scrutinize her.
That's security.
Good job.
Well, the roll's still the same, I think.
Yeah,
Actually, no, it's not. The
Yeah,
target
but-
is 23.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is
still
23,
failed.
but yeah, still failed. And Polonia is really good at lying.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
That's great. So, you don't hear the thing coming, so you hear not a knock, but a thump on the door, on the front door. The three of you.
What?
Shall I get it?
Are we expecting another guest? Carpath, are we expecting more guests?
He, from the upstairs balcony, not balcony, from the upstairs railing, you hear Carpath say, lean over and say, none that I was aware of, my lady.
Biggie question.
Yes?
So what did it sound like? Did it sound like flesh hitting the door or like metal? Like he's wearing a gauntlet?
Metal.
Alright. I'm just gonna look at the door oddly.
I walk towards the door, kind of moving my fingers a bit, making sure that they're sparked and ready just in case, and open the door.
As you are about to open the door, the door
It's
suddenly gets kicked in. And Tarvok, roll for me a strength test to see if you can keep on your feet.
Wouldn't that be more acrobatics or athletics?
Not quite. It, even if it would be worse.
No, I get knocked on my ass.
Yeah, Tarvok gets sent sprawling as the figure of 5 Adeptus Sororitas in full power armor stand in the doorway.
Oh, the Tarvok is now officially scared.
You don't
Tobias
say.
Giles' power knife.
Harold sits screaming.
Still screaming. As
Lady.
the debris, as the debris of the door settles down, Ren actually recognizes the sister in the front.
Superior Lockwood. Superior Roseless. I immediately go into a bow.
There is a look of absolute fury on her face as she strides towards you in quick steps, stepping over Tarvok, barely giving him a second glance.
My lady.
And with a quick with a strike that belies her seeming weight, she backhands Ren straight to the ground. I
Nice.
trained you better than this.
My.
Must have been some pretty crap training then.
I'm gonna try to
I
get
do
on
say
my
that-
feet from that.
As Ren stumbles to her feet, the sister draws up what appears to be a practice blade of some type and pointed at Ren, saying, "Guard up!"
What?
Oh my.
I'm gonna slowly go for my sword.
As you are going for your sword, the sister takes a strike at you. And where is the sheet that I was going
Tarvok
to use?
scrambles to its feet.
Indeed.
I
So
like this lady.
let's see. Here is the roll to hit. There is no aim. Standard attack. No modifier.
Judgment.
She's found judged.
So
Shit.
no, you should.
Oh my god.
Why didn't you parry?
Because I don't have my sword drawn.
Right. Fate point?
No, this
Oh,
is good.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Where did she hit you actually? 60. That's no.
Yes.
Yeah, it is 60. So the body. Let's say she get.
Yeah,
Let's-
body.
Yeah, let's say. Where would she hit you? Let's say that she hit you.
Right leg.
Not right leg. Nate, come on. Be reasonable.
I guess
She's-
in the lung?
Nah.
Like center of the
Somewhere.
chest. It's
Like, I'm not rolling damage here, in case you didn't notice.
yeah, like she stabs her right in the chest to kind of wind her.
Well, no, just no.
No.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say that right below your neck, she puts the tiniest scar, tiniest cut. It is no deeper than a paper cut, but it hurts like hell.
I'm just gonna grab my throat and jump back and actually grab my sword.
Shing. Now roll to hit.
Well, no, I just said grab my sword.
Right. Did you grab it?
I have it, like, in its sheath with my hand on it.
Hold it out.
Not yet. I want to talk. Meh. Anyway.
Then say something. It's your turn.
Superior Roseless, why are you here?
She takes another hit. If you're not gonna hit her, she is. Half aim. Standard attack. No modifier. Yep, she hits you again.
This time I am
You
gonna
wish to-
parry because I can draw my sword.
That is true.
Shit.
Did you add the plus
I
10
didn't
for the
add-
balance
No,
and the
she-
plus 5 for the good quality?
I did not. So it's
In
plus
that
15,
case,
so I do
You
parry it.
parried.
You do indeed parry it. As the second strike comes in, you manage to draw a lioness quickly enough and put it in between you and the intended target, which also happens to be you. Now you can. Now it's your turn again, and you can speak again.
I'm not gonna power up Lioness, but I am gonna swing at her.
Right.
Whoops, that was damage. My bad. I'm gonna half aim. Standard attack. Modifier of 15.
Nice. Whoa. No, you don't get the 15 modifier for that one.
Well, still, I hit.
Yeah, you still hit. Well, she's gonna parry you back. So, in that case, let's see. Whop. 10. 14. Easily enough. And Do you want a free action speak along with that? Want a free action speak along with that?
What have I done?
As the two blades are locked together in the parry, she draws it back and full action disengages, saying, "I read the report, Lockwood. I saw how you got defeated, how easily humiliated you were down in the Underhive."
I'm just gonna quiver with my sword just a little bit. It was a minor setback, nothing more. He caught me off guard.
You were trained under me, and that is a stain on my honor.
I'm gonna go for another strike with Lioness.
Go for it. You are going to have to charge, though, because she moved 4 meters away.
Okay.
Guess
So
your training's
no
just not
aim.
that good.
I feel like if I say Omnisci, I'm gonna
The
die.
modifier is still 5 though, right?
It is.
Still hit.
Still hit. Hot damn. Like you're almost good at this now. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Whew. And the parry is up. Good enough. Shing. Da, 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 da. No, this is not that. So, Toby. Actually, Tobian and Tarvok can both roll awareness with +10, since you're not busy fighting for your honor.
Figgy, I actually have a question. Does my Auspex give me any bonuses to awareness?
Plus 20.
+20. If you're active, I'm going to say that if you're actively holding it in your hand.
Yeah, I'm not pulling out anything with these people around.
No.
I mean, I have my power knife in my hand.
I'm just
The plus
imagining one of the sisters, like all of the other sisters, are just pointing bolters at you.
They are.
They probably are.
Yeah,
How do I know that?
Tarvok is a tiny bit too busy with another sister standing over him, a bolt barrel right in his face.
I give her the cog of the Omnisci. No, I
God damn it. You really wanted to push that one.
no, I
Roll a new
don't.
character.
I'm just imagining like Poloni has a sandwich and she's just walking by like, fuck
What
this
the-
shit.
I mean,
She's hiding in the basement. If she hears what's going on, she's like, I don't want any part
Release
of
the
that.
Herald.
I'm in the doorway eating a ration pack like it's popcorn.
Yeah, kinda.
And I'm being.
What do I notice, Vicky?
You notice 2 repressors in the driveway as through the broken door.
Can I walk outside and go look at them up close?
I mean, if you want to get through the sisters, yeah.
Can I try?
Yeah, there's kind of 5 sisters, like, there.
No, 4 at the door.
That being said, I am, like, while they're fighting, I am basically praying for her weapon in Lingua Technis.
Right.
And as I'm trying to walk out the door, I'll look at Tarvok. He's like, "Hey, there's repressors out there. Want to look at them?"
No.
Tarvok's like still on the ground, covered by the broken door.
The sisters let me pass.
No, it's
so-
actually worse. I have angry women pointing guns at me.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, there's 5 of them. He still has to try to get past them.
I'm
I
not
mean,
touching.
I can just walk on by if they let me.
They actually don't stop him. They do not appear to be here for him.
I'm just gonna look as he just walks by like, Tobian, you dick!
Not my problem.
Do, 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 do.
001001110.
So, while this is happening, Tobian, you are standing outside. There are 2 repressors in the driveway.
I'm just gonna look at them in amazement.
You look upon the amazement that is the repressor and enjoy. So, back to the main
of Fate.
attraction. Main attraction. Whose turn was it? I think it was her turn. She goes in for another swing. This time, an all-out attack. So, let's see. Roll to hit. No aim. All out attack. No modifier. Damn. She missed anyway. She's actually going to use a fate point. Because she does.
Oh, shit.
There you go. Much better. Swing. Roll to
You're
parry.
gonna hit.
The parry is plus 15, though, right?
That is true.
Oh, that's...
Ooh.
Yeah.
I am gonna fate point this.
You made it. So, as you once again, as
Lock
you
blades.
parry this, as you once again lock blades, thank you. The deadly stare of the sister meets your gaze, and you can see that it softens just a tiny bit as she pulls back and says, "All right. Maybe you're not completely lost, case. You're not dead."
I'm just gonna put my sword towards the ground and just breathe heavily.
The sister superior sheaths her sword again. Man, that's a tongue twister. And says, "I am here under Hunt's direct order, and you are going to regret that."
You weren't even in the subsector.
That is true. It would seem that Hunt took your request for Sororitas assistance a bit personally.
Very well. So, what do we do now?
Well, first off, you can come with me. There are some things you need.
I'm gonna sheath my sword.
And the Sister Superior Roseless steps back over back through the broken door, and the rest of the squad follows behind. Tarbuck breathes a sigh of relief as the bolter barrel is taken from his face.
Yeah, but then he also looks at Ren with a twitching anger.
Right.
I'm just gonna nod my head to him and walk with the sisters.
Indeed. So,
He follows along, but like a distance away.
right. So, as Tobian, what are you looking at right now?
I was looking at the lawn, but I guess I'll notice the sisters coming out.
Indeed. You can see the sisters walking back towards one of the repressors, and 4 of them board in the back. The Sister Superior Roseless stands in front of the other one and says, "Here you are, just as the Inquisitor ordered." And she points at the repressor behind her. Oh, and before I forget, she takes out a bolt pistol at her hip, holds it, handle first at Ren, grip first towards Ren, and says, "Also, from me."
I'm just gonna give her the sign of the Aquila and take it.
It is a bolt pistol of fine make with several sacred inscriptions inlaid upon it. It has some prayers to the Emperor written on it. And a strange thing on the barrel. The elongated barrel seems to indicate that there's also a silencer on it, although this appears to be somewhat contradictory.
Yeah.
We're done.
You worked on this gun yourself, didn't you?
I did. It is calming to the spirit.
I won't break this one.
Try not to. And she walks back towards the repressor. Before she enters in the back, she says, "We will be staying at the local monastery. The Sisterhood has a presence on this, has the presence in the Apex, and if you wish to train a bit further, then you can meet us there."
Thank you, my lady. And then I'll just walk back towards the house.
Indeed. The door is still broken, the lawn is still ruined, but it seems you have come out net positive through this exchange.
As the last lady gets in the repressor, I'm just going to yell, "Stay off the lawn next time!"
Tobias gets his jaw crushed.
Viggy, actually, can I look at the repressor and kind of give it a once-over?
Sure. You can do a quick inspection.
No, more like how would the standard fabricator have a heart attack at this thing?
No.
Okay, so it's not too heavily modified?
Yes, it is.
It is, even as you recognize it as a Rhino chassis variant, but it is modified as a normal Sororitas vehicle would be. So roll attack use, see if there's anything that's different about this one.
I passed it extremely well.
Hold on, I need some info here.
What did you? Out of character, Alexis. What the hell?
Don't worry about it. I've been
Look,
busy.
she was busy, okay? So, with this vehicle, you can tell, has some heavy front armor and side armor. About 10-person carrying capacity. It has reinforced armor, a track. What am I talking about? Up top, there's a storm bolter and what appears to be a heavy flamer from the pintle mount. From the pintle-mounted cupola turret. In front, there's a dozer blade, and as you look closer, you can see that on the hull of the repressor appears to be tiny devotional script and the residue of consecrated oils and sacred incense. Whatever this thing is, it has been heavily consecrated.
I actually turn back and look at Rin and simply clap my hands with nodding of approval.
Tarvok, do not modify this vehicle in any way, shape, or form.
Lady Lockwood, I would not do that even if you threatened my life.
And with that, I'm actually going to signal my cherub to come outside, because I actually had it hidden the entire time.
You did, and it comes flying out from your study. So, with that bit of business out of the way, you can see what appears to be another group of people walking towards yourselves.
Do you recognize them?
You everyone roll for me an intelligence test to see if you actually remember this. Because
Oh god, I'm dumb as shit.
Is this that one trader guy from the mid-hive
Crap.
that we kind of jacked as Sentinel?
Oh yeah, is our Sentinel back?
I had the Ironmonger bring it back.
The Sentinel is still in the shed. It's been brought back.
Yeah, but is this the guy that we kind of jacked as Sentinel from? But
No, it's not him.
We're all dumb.
No, what you do see is what appears to be a group of 3 servants of some description, surrounded by 4 armed escorts. They seem to be wearing the red and black livery of some other noble house. And from that description, does anyone remember what I'm talking about? I said red and blue, didn't I?
Silver and black.
Oh, meant red and blue. My bad.
So yeah, you said red and black.
Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, I think I remember. This
I do.
is... No, let me go first. I'm gonna let you finish. This is the family of that one fat guy that we killed his son. I wore his mask. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Do you remember his name?
I remember. I don't remember his name.
50 XP to the player that knows his name.
Hold on. Let me rewatch the episode real quick.
No fucking hell, Knight. So, I'm guessing that no one remembers.
Nope.
That would be Lord Havofast.
Hammer fan.
Why? Why do I do this?
Hufflepuff.
Whatever. The three servants appear to be carrying an ornamental chest of some description. It fits neatly between their hands, and it is about 1 foot across. Actually, it's a tiny bit bigger than that. I'm not good with American measurements. So, they stand before you and survey the scene before them, somewhat surprised at this odd event.
Worry
I'm
not,
just as
servants.
surprised as you are.
Right. So, one of the servant in the middle, who appears to hold seniority among the three, steps forth and says, "Do I address Lady Lockwood?" Wait, did you? I forget how you introduce yourself. It was. Am I speaking to Lady Roseless?
I just look at her. Yes. Yes, you are. What can I trouble you for?
I would like to extend an invitation from Lord Havofast. It is a sign of good faith for assisting him with a certain matter, which I am not privy to.
I'm surprised you didn't send some assassins after us.
Do you say that out loud?
I just think that to myself.
I think
Right. Good. So,
I'm
in
gonna
that case,
extend my hand.
I still
for the
have his son's
invitation.
mask.
you technically do, but you haven't worn it in a while.
I'm gonna extend my hand to accept the invitation.
The other two step forward and each of them opens up their chests, and inside, lying on a red cushion of some fancy material, you can see 5 different masks. Now, I'm not going to describe these masks because that's going to be up to players what they want. So, each and every one of you is getting a mask. How do you want your mask to look like? We'll go Discord list. Toby, how do you want your mask to look like?
She's probably just gonna wear the sun's mask.
Please get
anyway.
me. Give me a second to think.
Fair enough. Mope, you're not here, but that doesn't matter because you get to decide your mask either way.
Like a masquerade ball mask?
Sure is.
Let's make mine, like, really pretty then.
Define pretty.
Like, it's the face of a young, pretty woman.
Fair enough. Alexis, do you have something that you want?
Fuck death mask.
Death mask. Hot damn. Knight?
This is a full face mask, correct?
Doesn't have to be. It can cover either the eyes or the entire face.
It's going to be a full face mask that's going to be a skull, and I'm going to modify it with my own personal wires.
I know.
Yeah.
I want my mask to just be like one of those eye masks in the shape of Aquila with 2 eye holes.
Ugh. Nice. I like it. Pri, you've been quiet.
Give me a moment.
Orc mask.
And what's a mask of Harry the Hammer?
It would be funny, but no. So,
I will post a picture of it in Queen's Court.
right, I will describe it then to the audience. So, as at the
You're going robot.
hello,
Okay, good.
Hello?
hello, please.
Hello. It's
Welcome to Shitty Walk.
Anyway.
Red walk.
Robot.
Fuck.
Now you're not. Here,
Of
just
course
swear.
not. Here, let me swear that will go through perfectly, and everyone will remember it forever. So, I'm guessing you take the masks in.
Yep.
Yes. For the audience, the mask that Harold has appears to be some kind of chipped metallic skull, a full face mask, which is pretty damn metal. So, as you accept the invitation and take it inside, there is also a scroll that comes with it, addressed to the lady of the house.
Alright, I'll read it.
Upon the scroll, you can read, "Dear Lady Roseless, I am sending this invitation as an extension of my will. While I myself will not be attending this gathering of sorts, I would like to grant you an opportunity to ingratiate yourself with the rest of the Apex, and take my deepest gratitude for the matter you resolved. It saved me quite a lot of trouble." You hear the voice of the fat noble in your head as you read.
Fair.
Fair.
Give me your math.
Give me the belt.
Alright.
So, as you walk back inside, you can see that Karpov and two of his staff seem to be busying themselves with trying to repair the door.
I am sorry about that, Carpath.
No worries, my lady. It is ours to fix.
It's been a while since I've seen her.
Yes, I myself don't remember her quite so fierce.
That's what happens when you make superior.
Lady Lockwood, one moment, if you have it.
I'm gonna signal for my cherub to go up higher.
Indeed, it flies up.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you know, but next time, if you ever know if they're stopping these Sister Superior stopping by, let me know so I can make myself vacant. As you may or may not know, there's a bit of a disagreement among the Sisters of the Adeptus Sororitas and the Cult Mechanicus of Mars.
Oh? I was unaware of this.
That is because... Oh, never mind. Just next time they show up, let me know so I can vacate the premises. They take umbrage with my iconography.
Well, at this time, I did not know that they were coming.
Of course, I would not expect you to have known, especially since she gave you a proper lesson, I suppose. Are you okay, by the way?
Yes. I'm gonna look at the bolt pistol that she handed me.
It is a fine piece of work, worthy enough to slay all the heretics in the galaxy.
This is an exquisite pistol.
Not my style, but very impressive.
You know, the last weapon that she gave me, that ended up in pieces.
Yeah, so if that's what she did when you broke her chainsword, I'd recommend not breaking that one.
Yeah, that was just a standard issue. I don't think I'll survive the next time.
Yes, it's a good thing Harold was not available. He may have actually attempted to fight them.
Speaking of Harold, I'm gonna go and check on him.
You do that.
Indeed. So, as you approach the container Medicaid facility, you find, I'm guessing Polonia is still there? She didn't come out?
I look at Ren and I say I wouldn't get too close. He's been struggling quite a lot.
I'm actually going to say that he calmed down just a bit when he made that willpower test of his, so he's not quite so murderous anymore.
I'm gonna walk past Polonia, just nodding to her, and walk up to Harold. I'm just gonna look down on him. Cherub, play distraction. I'm gonna have the cherub fly over to Polonia because I know it makes her uncomfortable.
I do back away from the cherub. It does creep me out.
And as that's happening, I'm gonna undo the restraints on Harold.
The nurse playing some battle music.
Why battle music?
From the hell of hells, Harold has returned.
I'm also gonna offer my hand to help him up.
I reach out and grab your hand.
Have you tried walking in that thing yet? And I'm pointing to his leg.
Harold stares back at you with fear in his eyes and just doesn't say anything.
They took your leg, Harold.
Yes, so I noticed.
I'm gonna, turn away from him and just, look back at him. We'll take their lives.
I'll take everything.
In that case, actually, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I was getting a robot from you people, but I think it's on my end.
Probably. I heard everyone fine.
Alright. So I'm gonna walk out of the room and signal my cherub over from Polonia.
It flies over.
Sorry about that, Polonia.
Oh,
It's fine. I'll just have to grow more comfortable around it.
And at that moment, Harold walks out of the door.
roll for me an agility test to see how
Just falls over,
accustomed to
rips
the
his
leg
leg
will
off, and
become.
dies.
This is no damage will come to this, but hilarity may ensue.
Stands up and falls down on his face.
That's not enough degrees of failure to fall over. However, you are very shaky on your leg.
Can I see it?
You do indeed see it. He is attempting to. He's attempting to walk.
I rush over to him and I try to help him.
Harold pushed Polonia away. He's going to do this on his own.
I'm actually gonna put my arm to Polonia as well, on her shoulder, and just be let him do this.
And without another agility test, you can. Harold slowly but surely manages to get the rhythm down. While he won't be running any sprints anytime soon, he can still walk and stand. So, with that out of the way, you should probably discuss the invitation in a more comfortable setting. Lounge, anyone?
Yeah, we'll go back to the lounge.
And
The whole party gathers in the lounge.
I'm guessing so.
But I'm on a stroll.
As
I guess I'll return.
As we walk back, I'm gonna look over to Polonia. Her name was Riza.
Riza.
And I look over to the cherub.
Oh. She was someone you knew?
I just awkwardly, not awkwardly, but like, turn away from her.
It takes me a moment, but I catch on, and I just look down solemnly and I say, oh.
She's my daughter.
I'm sorry. I'll try to grow more comfortable around her.
After that bit of brutality, the warband gathers in the lounge, Carpath bringing refreshments to those who wish them, and I'm guessing Harold and... who's sitting down? Harold's probably sitting down. Who else? Tarvok.
Tobian chooses to stand.
Did everyone hear what Rin said, or is that
No, that was just whispering.
Private between two.
Fair enough.
So, the warband gathered, the masks sit on the table in the middle, and the invitation still in Ren's hand. Discuss.
I think it's a trap.
More than likely.
Do note that the destination on the invitation appears to Ren's eyes to be a square a bit further in the apex. It is not a location of a house.
Harold, what do you make of this?
What is this?
It's an invitation to a party. Something that we did quite often when I was back on Pravoska. I can hear.
Party? You mean a feast?
There is usually a feast at these.
Then we should go.
If this is normal for nobles, then we shouldn't suspect a trap, right?
Yeah. Apparently it's to thank us for that, well, something that we accomplished before you two joined us.
Before you three, I believe.
Yes, actually.
No, Tarvok was here.
Was he?
I
Yeah,
was
he
there.
was.
Tobian pointed a gun at me.
Oh, yeah.
Good time.
And I hold up my data slate. And point to an event. Like, I scroll all the way back up.
I telekinetic grab the data slate out of it.
I will... Okay. Try
Do
it.
you seriously want to use psychic powers for such a trivial thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Be perils.
Go for it. Barely
I'm fine.
didn't make it.
Don't forget, Viggy, I also had it... I passed a security test to have it... my data slate secured.
That is true.
Good luck.
You have it unlocked.
They're not smartphones, Toby.
Yes, they are.
They're pretty much iPads.
Yeah, you have it unlocked and take it
40K.
from your hand.
Yeah, 40K iPads.
He just
Well,
snatched
actually-
it from you.
However, Tarvok gets a strength test to try and resist.
I was just gonna shoot him.
Don't shoot him.
There is a lot of stuff on that data slate.
Just
sure
hit with the
is.
power sword.
I win. I have more degrees of success.
Actually, I don't think... Oh, what's the range on telekinetic control again?
Telekinetic control 10 meters times psi rating.
Okay, that is fair enough. Actually, it's not an opposed test, so all you had to do was resist. very different things.
I'm just imagining, like, he goes to, like, scroll through it, and you pull his hands and everything way up so it just scrolls away.
Whoop.
And I look at him again. If you dare try to touch my data slate again, I will end you, Tobian.
As I have the cherub reading it.
I say, whoa, and I step away.
I'm just gonna put the invitation over his data slate, just...
There you go. Read
With a
this.
smirk, I just smile and say, "You can try, but I can stop your lungs in an instant."
Well, do you want...
To take another step back.
Whoa.
I send out a binary call.
Are we
Ren?
done here? Can we move on?
Sure.
Harold wants to go. I want to go. Polonia.
I'll definitely go. It sounds like fun.
Alrighty. Toaster? I'm just gonna call you Cog.
Pettiness check.
Oh man, new season, new pettiness check.
Indeed. Due to your outburst earlier, you're gonna need to roll that one. So, willpower plus 50.
Oh, we're fine. Even if without the plus 50, I'm fine.
Oh wow! Holy shit! You made it. Even if, man.
Tobian, what say you?
Can I wear my armor?
No.
I looked at the invitation and I'm just like, it has a dress code.
To be fair, a costume. He is wearing what could be considered a costume of a stormtrooper.
Yeah, but his armor is being worked on.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Your armor is being worked on, Toby.
I'm assuming he's in robes, though.
Wait, hold on, Toby. What exactly are you wearing right now?
Well, I'd imagine since he has my Tempestus armor, I guess I'd go back to my flak armor.
Like your Mordian armor or your Mordian uniform.
Yeah, Mordian uniform. Yeah, you could go as a Mordian.
One does not go as a Mordian.
You can go as yourself.
You have a dress uniform, right?
I mean,
There's no difference, my
it
lady.
is an outfit.
Very well.
Dr. Polonia, there is no difference between a combat and a dress uniform on Mordian. They're one and the same.
That probably gets your dress uniform pretty dirty.
I just think in my head of you running out into battle with a tuxedo. That doesn't seem like the best protection.
Does this uniform look dirty? And it's just like in pristine condition.
Yeah, they polish their uniforms as much as they.
I'm actually gonna look at you in disgust and be like, yes.
So,
Petty.
we have, now that we've established the uniform for now that we established the quote unquote costume for Toby, Mope, do you have a costume you wanted to take?
Can I just wear a ball gown?
She can be a sexy nurse.
Dr. Polonia.
Let's not do that.
Dr. Polonia, if you will, come up to my room. I can give you a uniform for this.
That sounds good to me. I'm sure you have nice clothing.
Indeed. That just leaves Harold and Tarvok. I'm guessing Tarvok is going as himself. There's not much else he can do.
Yeah, he is going to actually stitch like some kind of circuit designs on his flak robe, just kind of give it a more gilded appearance.
Right. And Harold, what on Terra could you go as?
Harold is gonna wear. What is Harold gonna wear?
Wolf and a loincloth.
A dress uniform?
I don't think he has one.
Well, I guess I better get busy then.
Carpath, do you have a uniform that could fit this man?
Harold is gonna wear traditional Rexian clothing.
Oh no, is that naked? Carpath looks Harold over and says, I'm afraid not. It would have to get custom made. It's too big. The clothing we have is too small.
Well, that's a shame. Well, I guess you're going naked.
Now, Harold, actually, what do you mean by traditional Hraxian clothing? Because I'm honestly curious.
Probably a lot of furs.
Apple bottom jeans with boots with the fur.
Stop it.
Traditional Raxian clothing. Well, more like what he is wearing on his armor as it is.
Right, so you're going as yourself then?
Yes.
That is fair enough.
First week.
So, with that set in motion, you wait until the time that the invitation specifies, and actually we may have to wait we may have to wait until Alexis gets back, which is a shame.
Actually, while they're doing that, can I talk to Harold?
You sure can.
As we're kind of getting ready, I walk over to Harold and look down at his leg. Godsman, Harold, are you handling your new leg well?
It's quite hard to get used to.
And I kind of raise my hand a bit and kind of articulate it a bit. Indeed, it is something you will get used to. I do not expect you to be as accepting of it as I was in my youth.
But you are of the Mechanicus. You're used to it.
I am. But let me tell you a little something. That leg is heavier. When you stomp, it shall shatter the earth.
So did my real leg, so to say.
Weep not for what you have lost. Only think of revenge. It is what's gotten me through many a hard time.
Don't worry about that.
And if it ever requires maintenance, just let me know.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
I was kind of just saying I'll stand next to him as we finish getting ready.
Oh, fair enough. So, as the party gets ready for the party, heyo, you...
Can I hide a pistol in my dress?
Yes, you can. I think you have the compact one.
Yeah, I do.
Can I hide my knife in my clothing?
Yes, you can.
Well, since I'm going as a Morting Guard, I could still wear my combat vest as part of the costume and keep my power knife in it.
That is true.
I have my arm.
I'm keeping Lioness on my side even after all of this.
I see. As the group gathers in all its finery. Mope and Alexis, would you like to describe your dresses if you want?
Oh, mine's more of steampunk fashion. You can see it on my channel. Like, if you just go to my Facebook, just look up the one where I'm dressed as an Inquisitor. It's that.
Right.
Shilling.
Pretty typical ball gown. We'll give it lace, sleeveless, purple with pink accents.
Why do you love describing that thing?
Weird circle insignia that kind of looks like the female symbol or male symbol.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. So, Carbath stands and says, "Shall I fetch the auto carriage, my lady?"
Yes.
Fetch the repressor.
No, we're not going to show up in that.
Gotta
I
make
agree.
a statement to the nobles, right?
It would make a statement, but it would also reveal what we are.
That's being run away. We're bad news.
Anyway,
I'd also rather not get in that thing.
Polonia, a word?
Absolutely.
I'm going to go on closed comms and everything. You have hallucinogens, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Bring them with you.
Will do. And I will smuggle in a couple syringes of Obscura.
Thank you. And I'm gonna walk back with them.
Now, when you said closed comms, I got disconnected for a tiny bit. What exactly happened?
I'm going to take a couple things of Obscura in.
I see.
Actually,
Fair enough.
Can you hand one to me?
Yeah, I'll hand one to you. So that's 3 gone. You have 1, I have 2.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna slip it right next to Lioness so that it's hidden.
Mm-hmm. In that case, as Carpath drives you towards your intended destination, you arrive at what appears to be not a desolate square, but a non-populated one, meaning the traffic here is non-existent. However, as you exit the vehicle, you can notice that in the sky there appears to be a grav vehicle of some kind descending down from the roof of the hive.
I'm gonna take a look around really quickly and just do an awareness test.
Roll for it.
I also want to do that.
Anyone that wants to roll an awareness can do so.
Yeah,
Damn.
Toby,
20.
me and you are just rolling the same number.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody's paying attention except Polonia, who's poking Valtarvok as he sleeps. Nope, Polonia's paying attention more than anybody else.
Even Polonia noticed that one.
Yeah.
Tarvok's just asleep in the car like an old man.
Now,
Bill.
you damn kids. Get off my research station. So, those that make it, is there anything specific that you're looking for?
I'm actually looking at the building and looking up and down it really quickly.
I'm looking for hidden enemies.
Harold, you notice... all you notice is some rats scurrying around in the gardens, which is odd, seeing how there should be heavy pest control this far up in the hive. But maybe it's just someone lax in their duties. Ran, you notice which building are you looking at? Because you're currently in a square, you're surrounded by buildings.
I'm looking at the building that we intend to enter.
Ah. Indeed. It appears to be a... Hello?
Yes.
We hear you.
Okay. I thought it disconnected.
Listening.
It keeps happening for some reason. The building that you stare upon appears somewhat more luxurious than yours, but yours is a new acquire. And
Mine's also not covered in rats.
that is true.
Shush your face.
Shush your face. It appears quite magnificent with its marble pillars and decorated roof. Polonia, are you looking at something specific?
I'm looking for like other party goers or would-be party goers and trying to look at what they're wearing.
You look behind you and you see another auto carriage arriving. It is of similar make to the Hecton auto carriage that you arrived in, but it appears a bit more gaudy than the one you have. And that, I think, is everyone but Toby. Toby, looking for something?
Yes, I'm looking for the distinctive eyes of the last Stain brother.
Right. You look around, and you fail to find the distinctive eyes of the Tormus Fane. So, with that out of the way, Tarvok wakes up and joins the rest. You see the hover carriage, or sky carriage, depending on terminology, descend into the middle of the square, and the doors open up like the wings of some avian.
It's gaudy.
Show off.
Indeed.
Beautiful machinery, though.
It appears waiting, and as the other auto carriage opens up, you can see that heavily dressed guests in masks exit their vehicle and start towards the hover carriage.
Tarvok, look it over really quickly. Is it safe?
Roll tech use. Actually, this is Archaeotech. You get a +20 on this one.
Oh, on my tech use?
Yeah, this is Archaeotech.
That is true. Oh my god!
Fate point?
I don't have one!
Whoa!
I have no idea.
Look, I just woke up.
As you look upon this powerful machine, you are stunned in religious rapture. With such a fine piece of equipment standing before you, you are unable to
Speak.
voice a reply to Ren.
Oh, let's find out. I just step in and take a seat.
Harold stumbles
Or,
Yes,
towards
Viggy?
the thing.
Okay.
I
can-
I feel it.
We lost the Viggy.
Lost the Viggy, okay.
I'm actually really annoyed at that roll.
Ha. Depends.
It's
God damn it.
right now.
It's like I'm rolling
We got
like
you
a-
back, Viggy, I think.
am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Cut off at whoever.
However, as you are about to enter the vehicle, a man in a nondescript white full face mask and a single eye hole, yeah, let's call it that, steps forward with pieces of cloth and motions you to turn around. It appeared that he intended to blindfold you.
I just point to Alexis with the invitation in her hand.
Ren.
Sorry.
I don't like
Viggy?
this.
Viggy. Okay, you're there for a second. Robot.
Reset.
I'm gonna
Where we going,
put my
robot?
hand up to stop him.
All right.
Sir, that is not necessary. We know exactly where it is.
You do not understand. You will be when you enter the hover carriage. You will be taken to your destination.
Robot.
I think I got it, though. Like, we're gonna be taken to the location by a hover car.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Big Pope understands.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Oh shit! What do I say to get us out of this one?"
I mean, he probably wants proof of the invitation.
I'm gonna show him the invitation and tell him the name of the person who called for us. He's like, he wouldn't want us upset. And I am gonna roll for deceive.
Well, you're telling the truth. But you still pass anyway. And Viggy, you are still...
Hold on, I'm gonna roll. God damn it! Hold on. Restart Discord. Actually,
I would restart Discord.
Yeah.
Some eyes wide shut kind of nonsense.
Lying is fun, kids. Always do it.
Indeed.
I do have one more fate point.
I don't have any. Diggy?
am I back?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so roll
Okay.
an opposed test, Viggy.
Yes. So in this case, I will roll a d100. What he needs is 38,
38.
and he fails horribly. What were you lying to him again?
I lied to him so that he wouldn't put the blindfold on us.
He says, "Oh, it is but... it is, not by, his, it is not by the, gesture of Lord Havofast that I do this, but for your host. You're gonna have to come up with something better than that, even though you made the lie."
I shrug and I turn around. If he wants to blindfold us, it's gonna happen.
That's fine.
Wait, who be our get?
But, there is no need to put a blindfold on our tech priest back there. He is blind.
That will require another dispute.
Viggy,
I am going to fate point that.
Last fate point.
Back her up and be like, "I'm a doctor. I confirm it."
Yeah, let's see. Okay, she made it just fine. Toby, what was that?
oh, never mind. I would say if she didn't pass her deceive test, I was going to ask if I can Jedi mind trick him.
Do you want to Jedi mind trick him?
I mean, she passed.
True. Do you want to do it anyway?
No.
No.
No unnecessary psychic. Stop it, Vicky.
I am funny. So, he says, as you say, and he proceeds to blindfold everyone except Tarvok and lead them to the hover carriage.
And quickly, I'm just going to be like, with hand signs, I'm just going to say, Tarvok, make sure you know where we're going.
Question.
Yes?
I have dark sight. I technically see through the blindfold.
No, you don't.
Mickey, everything is a factor.
Of course it is. What are you looking for?
I'm just saying Tarvok's going to take extensive mental notes of every little twist, turn, and elevation change. Just everything.
Of course. So, as the rest of the guests are put into place, the hover carriage ascends into the sky, and you are taken to what appears to be one of the spires of the hive. So far above it that it pierces the cloud cover, and you come to a stop on what must be a landing pad. As actually, Tarvok is the only one who can see that, and the guests are told to remove their blindfolds and step out of the hover carriage.
When they do this, I give Rena a simple head inside that's like, I did it.
Good job.
Notes taken.
Nice. In that case, you are standing on top of a landing pad connected to one of the spires of the hive. As you look around, you can see the other spires punching through like spear tips, punching through the cloud cover like spear tips, I should say. And the landing pad leads down to a doorway on the side of the spire where two armed doormen? No, not bouncers, just doormen. That does it just fine. Appear to be patting down the nobles as they seek to enter.
Are they just taking guns or everything?
They seem to be taking weapons that they can find. Meaning,
Okay, I'm going to walk up with Lioness on my side.
Indeed, they find the lady in front of you tried to hide a stiletto of some kind in her hair, but one of the guard pulled it out and took it to the side, though he does not appear to admonish the noblewoman in any way, and instead lets her through. So, marching order, Ren, I guess you're first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Viggy.
Indeed.
I will attempt to hide my knife.
Okay, Viggy. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and deceive the guard. I'm
How?
going to hide my power knife somewhere in my clothing, but I'm going to keep a normal knife in my combat vest and give it to him.
Right. Fair enough. So, in that case, you can, when it's your turn, you will do that. So, Ren, you're up first. Roll a stealth test with a...
It's literally on my side. I'm not hiding it.
Oh, you're not hiding it. Okay. What are you going to try and do, then?
I'm just gonna walk up to him.
He looks you over before patting you down and holds his hand forward, pointing with it gesturing towards the blade at your side.
My good sir, this is the seal of the This is the seal of the Roseless household. It is a fake blade made of very high quality, but I can assure you, it is not harmful at all. In fact, it's more akin to a butter knife than anything else. More of a decoration.
In this case, you will have to roll a deceive with a -10.
Wow. Nice. Does he see through his shirt?
Hold on, I'm rolling for him. Let's see. Can he spot the lie? I'm guessing not.
No.
Barely not. Whew. So, he takes you at face. He takes you for your word and begins patting you down for any other weapons you may be carrying, but finds none. And he lets you through. Who's up next?
I guess Toby will?
Sure, Toby can be next.
I just walked over with a sword.
Goddamn. So, Toby, you stand up, and he simply points to the knife in your combat vest.
I pull it out and hand it to him by the handle.
Indeed. And he takes it, stashes it, and then begins patting you down. Here comes the stealth test. And he will roll awareness against it.
My computer monitor died.
Did it?
Shit.
That's bad.
Yep, I'm still connected, but it's like my screen just went purple and then black.
Damn.
Well,
Can I try to lie to him and say that knife's all that I have?
I mean, you can Jedi mind trick him and say you've already.
Or I could just use regular deceive.
Or you, that's gonna be a bit harder because.
But no, if I fail, I lose the power knife. If I don't, and there's a double, fucking demons.
Yeah, that is true.
I think he needs to get us kicked out.
I'm just gonna take the deceive -10 and say that's all I have on me.
Right. Ouch. I don't even have to roll. You just straight up failed.
Then can we go to stealth test?
Yeah, you can try.
I fail. Yeah.
Yeah, you fail. He's gonna. Actually, I'm gonna have him roll awareness just for the lulz. Yeah, he catches you.
Viggy. He puts it into a box, right?
A box.
Like he takes the power knife and just stashes it in something, right?
Yeah, he does indeed.
The second he turns around... damn it, never mind. I was gonna try to steal it.
Sadly, you have already gone inside.
Oh, sorry, I tried.
Yeah, you tried.
Wish I had a fair clue.
Oh! I guess if shit goes south, I am a weapon.
I mean, your mind is far deadlier than a power knife.
More to himself, if anything else.
That's true.
That is true.
Okay, who wants next?
Tarvok.
Tarvok moves up. Do you have anything on you that is a weapon?
I give him my hand cannon.
Indeed.
You're just carrying a hand cannon. Here you go.
Just casually hands him a hand cannon.
Casually hands him a two-handed giant freaking gun.
Yeah.
These guys wouldn't know the difference between a Skitari and an Ordinati. It's fine.
You could have said it was your cyber dog and walked past.
It's got a massive load.
Yeah, so does Monkey Lightning.
No.
That's
okay. Tarbok is through. He brings nothing but himself. Who wants next?
I'll go.
Mope, dressed in all her finery, walks up. So, what are you hiding again? Oh yeah, the pistol, that's right.
Yeah, I've got the drugs on me too.
That is true.
I didn't actually tell him about those. I walked through with those too.
You did? Okay, so can I walk through the drugs then?
Yeah, but they are going to pat you down unless you try something.
I mean, she can try to stealth check it.
That is true.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Do I get like a plus 20 because it's a holdout or whatever?
No, they get a minus 20 to find it.
Oh, okay.
So in that case, I will roll them with a minus 20, which is really bad for them.
Yeah, they're gonna find my gun.
Let's see.
I think they failed less.
Yeah, they
That?
they did. Let's see. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Actually, let's re-roll it because technically you didn't manage to hide it, and it's a hard problem to deal with opposed tests that both fail. So re-roll.
Both reroll or just him?
Yeah, just you can reroll.
You can re-roll. If you make it, you probably.
Can I fate
You know
point
what?
it?
You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna let you have it. They're not finding it because
Say I flirt
they
with
are
the
not
dude to
making
get
the
through
awareness
without him
tests.
searching.
Screw it.
He kind of noticed it, but just let me go.
Oh, this is still not.
Do you have any weapons on you that you can hide?
Me?
Pray?
Walks up with his chain axe.
Biggie, you
Kraken
cut out.
tooth
Biggie, you cut out. I had my Kraken tooth on me. Biggie.
We have lost Biggie once again.
This is still not good. My monitor's not working.
Well, don't do it. Well, jump onto it with a smartphone.
If you can't make rolls, we can make them for you.
Actually, it doesn't work on the smartphone.
We have you in the call. If you need to make rolls, we can make them for you.
Fair enough. And I can, if worst case scenario, I can just watch it on the stream.
We'll be fine.
You can also make the rolls on Discord from your phone.
That's
That
right.
is true.
Hey, Knight, how long does it take you to restart your computer?
It's not my computer, it's my monitor. Computer's fine.
Did you check the video cord, the power?
Yeah, like I've unplugged everything and plugged it back in, and it went purple for a little bit and then just went out.
This is functional. Let's not fuck with it because that'll make it dysfunctional, and then we have a real problem.
Oh lord, fine.
Just like my family. Hey,
Hey,
Vicky's back.
So, what I missed?
Yeah.
I dropped.
Were you asking if I had something to hide? Then you cut out again.
So, did you have anything?
My Kraken tooth? Nice.
That is probably the only thing you could try and hide. So, in that
Yeah,
case,
I'm not gonna try to hide a fucking chain axe.
No, that's just silly.
I'm gonna hide my
So-
chain axe where? Up the
so
guy's
what's
own
the-
ass.
So what's the modifier?
So you roll stealth, and he rolls awareness. So
Yeah,
let's
what's
see.
my do I get a modifier?
Let's say you get a plus 10 because you actually have the stealth skill. So in that case, where's this guy? Here he is. And awareness.
Boop.
Oh wow! Hold on.
I
This
think
is
it's even.
Well, in that case,
Who has the higher agility bonus?
No, it's who has the higher bonus Wait, his bonus is 3. So it's not that. Wait, no. Toby, you got it wrong, I think. I think Pri is actually... He has 4. Oh, no, wait, it's both 4. Ah!
Reroll it.
Hold on. No. There are actually rules for this. Man, I've never had it go this far before. Let's see. Opposed tests. It's like at the front of the book.
Building versus perception?
Here we go. Opposed test. If both parties succeed, the party with the most degrees of success wins the test. If the number of successes is equal, then the party with the highest characteristic bonus wins. If there is still a tie, then the lowest die roll wins, which is I. Hot damn. 1 on a technicality. Would you like to try and fate point that?
Yes.
No, hold on. What am I talking about? You can just use a fate point to add an extra degree of success and win.
Yes.
So you do that. Congrats. You won.
Yay, we made it through a door. All right, good job, team.
So you have the Kraken Tooth Blade, and everyone else knows what they have. So, in that case, let us go inside to here.
We're still in the
So if
class
you could
eight.
place yourselves to...
Move the ribbon, Biggie.
If you could... God damn it, I keep... Wait, I moved the ribbon. It's...
You're not seeing anything.
I don't see anything.
What?
Yeah. No, nothing.
I'll refresh the page.
I see.
You guys just need to refresh the
I'll
page.
refresh.
Yeah, those that don't see anything, refresh the page. I moved the banner.
That's a different game. Why did it put me in this game?
What?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, Roll20 is fucking up something
It
fierce.
put me in one of my games.
What?
You put me in one of my games. Okay, there we go.
Hang on.
Okay.
Reconnecting.
Yeah.
See at the bottom.
All right.
So, place yourself somewhere at the bottom. No, bottom.
Bottom.
Mope. Get on the bottom.
Not allowed to be on top.
It's my natural position.
Jesus Christ, Mope.
Sheesh. Oh yeah. Knight is restarting his computer, or?
Did
Yeah,
we really
yeah.
lose him?
Just place Knight.
I'll place him, and I'll just have him wandering around.
Yeah.
Here we go. Why not Tarvok? There he is. So, before you can see what appears to be a dusty lounge of some kind. Flickering glow globes provide some semblance of mood lighting, and you can see strangely dressed servitors as they amble about, providing refreshments to the guests. You can see groups of costumed nobility, no doubt, gathered in groups as they converse about their various topics.
All right.
So,
I'd
you
like
can?
to take an awareness test.
Indeed. What would you like to find out?
Like, I
Try
want
and
to look
find
at
out.
people's mannerisms to see if some of them are actually like military personnel, but not actual military. Just by
Right.
looking at the small mannerisms, like how they stand. they move.
Posture and stuff like that.
Wow.
You made it. As you look around, you cannot find anyone that strikes you as professional military, meaning these are possibly just
Double
of the-
cost.
yeah, people
Harold.
in costume.
Harold will also roll an awareness test because he is still skitty as fuck.
That is true. Oh, you even have a plus 10 to it because of your trauma. You made it. What were you looking for? The same thing as Toby?
Hidden dangers.
Hidden dangers. You...
Machine guns in the wall.
With that, sadly, that is not quite enough degrees of success. However, you notice what appears to be a lack of security detail, meaning there are no guards standing anywhere or other security personnel that should be defending such a gathering of foppish nobility.
Iggy.
Yes?
Two things. One, I would like to see if there's anyone who have, of any note, bearing Mechanicus, what's it called, presence.
Right, you want to see if there's a high-ranking Mechanicus personnel here.
And secondly, I want to, any plants get near like a wall or a corner and unleash a messenger to kind of go around the walls and stuff to see if there's any detection of explosives or anything like that.
Fair enough. So you can see, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can move the token around, right?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I can't. No, my monitor's still down.
Oh, your monitor is still down. So I'm going to move you towards the wall then, and you're going to do what you do. You don't need a test in order to see whether there's anyone Mechanicus in here. You could literally just
Eyeballs.
But you can lingua technis through the place to wirelessly find out. And no, there appears to be no one here of the Mechanicus. They appear to be flesh and blood.
Okay, in that case, I want to spend kind of my time in the corner focusing on, like, searching the area with my messenger.
I want to talk to these people.
As you walk up to the group of nobility, you can see the man to your what appears to be an older gentleman to your right has an equine mask. The woman on your left, an angelic serene mask. The man beside her with some full face grinning smile. Although for some reason it doesn't seem to have eye holes. How the man is actually seeing is strange. And the man standing directly in front of you has what appears to be a sunburst mask. They appear to be laughing haughtily over some latest jest that one of them just made.
Viggy,
Yes?
can I inspect this guy with a Vestroyan hat? With the Commodore Imperial Guard? Just see if I
yes.
recognize the outfit.
You can. You even get a +10 because they're known. Well, they wouldn't have worked either way. You do not recognize the regiment, though you get the feeling that it's a second-hand costume, not the genuine article. So, let's see. Anyone else wishes to take any actions?
Harold moves into the corner of the room and does another awareness test.
Indeed. Are you trying to hide, or are you just being
Antisocial.
antisocial?
Trying to be, well, on his guard.
Right.
No.
No, he appears to be... Actually, you can see one of the fancily dressed servitors approach you and offering you a glass of amasec from a tray.
I wave the servitor away.
And he takes the tray and starts ambling about around the room.
Viggy,
And then I'm gonna... Do we have our combines?
Yes.
You do indeed.
I'm going to tell Tobias to actually don't drink any of the refreshments.
speaking of, I was wondering if I could just simply take a quick taste to see if anything's off about it.
You can.
That do you mean Medicaid or
That would be just no test.
oh,
You just
like
take a sip.
Are these like tables or pillars?
These are pillars.
Okay.
It's a bit, yeah, it's hard to represent pillars on a 2D plane.
yeah.
Well, I'm
So
definitely
the-
taking food and drink from the servitors.
Indeed.
I'm gonna
Does the MSAC
approach.
taste funny?
Does it taste funny?
I I'm a professional. I know.
Yeah. It does not taste funny. In fact, someone appears to have bought quite expensive Amazek in order to impress the guests. So,
I'm gonna walk up to Polonia and just stand by her.
I introduce Ren to all the people I'm talking to.
Pause. This is a masquerade, meaning
Right. I can't actually.
no introductions.
Friend. Oh, I can't even say she's my friend.
Well, you can say that. The only thing you can't say, and no one else here will say, is their names.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
I get her into the conversation.
Indeed. The older gentleman standing in front of Ren. Oh, that's the funniest side this side of Terra. Greetings, ladies. I did not see you enter. You must be new arrivals.
Yes. How are you?
Oh, good one. I almost fell for it.
Fell for it. I chuckle and I go, so what were you all talking about?
Oh, just the latest scandals. You know how it is. Lord Havelfest and his erstwhile son. It's a shame, really. He apparently got caught down in the mid-hive. Huh, what a scandal.
Really? Going so far down? I can't believe it.
Yes, it's quite the uproar with the rest of the nobility.
Yes.
Good. Oh,
Alexis.
Yes, dealing with that riffraff, those peasants, can be troubling.
yes, the plebeians. We should not mingle with them. We should not mingle with them. They are a foul sort.
Well, they do
Knows
make
what
good
kind
servants.
of disgusting vices he was indulging in.
You spoke at the same time. Mope, what'd you say?
I said, who knows what kind of disgusting vices he was indulging in.
I'd not care to speculate. It's a filthy place down there. You'll probably catch some disease.
Although the people down there do have their uses.
They do.
I'm just going to look around and just say, we could always use more servants.
The lady standing next to Polonia nods her head and says, "Oh yes, it is. It would be dreadful if we'd have to actually clean our own dresses and polish our own blades. Huh? What a quaint idea."
Yes. Could you imagine driving the audio carriage?
Oof. To think. So, while this conversation is going on, does anyone else want to take any further actions while this is happening? In the meanwhile,
does my messenger have any feedback on its excursion?
Roll. What would you roll here? Actually, can you roll anything? Yeah, let's roll tech use for you.
Roll it for me.
I'll do it. Let's see what you got. And here we go. And submit. You got a 58 out of 70. As your little messenger runs around to try and get some information, he finds no explosives around, but what he does find appears to be servitor charging stations with various docks empty.
I'm just gonna... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to just say, I want to send a relay to send back base information on in terms of, are these all servitors in terms of, are there any ammo crates near any of these servitor stations? Is what I'm getting at.
No, there does not appear to be any ammo crates next to the servitor.
These don't seem to be any kind of combat servitors.
They do not seem to be so.
Okay, carry on.
At least not these.
Right.
Well, in that case, actually, you can roll a tech use to check the servitors themselves to see if they have any weapons on them.
Roll it.
Let's see. I will roll for you an awareness with a -10 due to the finery that the servitors are wearing.
Yeah, wait, do I get that plus 10? No, I guess the combi tool doesn't help this one.
No, the combi tool sure doesn't. So -10, and you get a 62. Sadly, that is not enough. These appear to be just monotask servitors. Actually, they're not monotask. They're actually quite a bit more advanced than that. They seem to be have some advanced servitude. Where so actually, question: is the background audio still going, or is it?
No, there's nothing playing.
Well, shit! I should have put it on repeat. Now it is. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
So,
Harold moves up further into the room, kind of behind the couch, behind the couch, and Viggy awareness test.
Sure.
Is someone gonna notice the old man hiding behind couches?
Who knows?
You don't know.
Well, he doesn't notice anything, so, well, anything important, that is. All he sees creepy robot men walking around. They're not.
Okay.
They're not.
So
Okay,
does anyone have anything else?
No,
before,
that's it.
You were going to do something, Toby?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to do?
So, I walked up to this group of people. I take a sip of Anisac.
Mm-hmm.
Fine Nemasac. I wonder where our host got it.
The lady in front of you, who is wearing a half-moon mask, which is, in fact, only covering one of her eyes, but turns to you and says, swirling her glass, saying, "Oh, I'm not sure, although I heard that he got some strange vintage from Holthane down in the lower
Mid-hive.
Mid-hive, yeah. It is
Holthane's in the mid-hive.
Yes, it's some off-world brand, something that the arbitrators apparently would have stopped."
I guess I'll have to pay him a visit again.
Oh, you know him?
I've had various business dealings with him in the past.
Oh, you don't say. Oh, you'll simply have to join me over here and tell me all about it.
Oh, certainly lead the way, madam.
She gestures to the couch and leads you over. Actually, she sits here.
Oh, Toby.
My wife... No, that's not spoiling.
Oh, that's funny. So, do you want to continue the conversation, Ren and Polonia?
Sure.
So, you ask because that's way better than me doing stuff.
I talk about how dreary it was outside the hive, and I ask any of them if they've been off-world.
The two of them, actually, three of them now, move in a bit closer when you mention off-hive, and the lady to your left says, "Oh my, an off-hive,
Off-worlder.
Off-worlder, there we go. Oh my, and what planet might you be from, if you don't mind me asking?"
I lie and say a planet besides Forlise that's also a garden world.
Also a garden world. Not that any that I know of off the top of my head, but roll
me
that.
either.
Actually, there's no need to deceive, because no one is trying to scrutinize you, because no one knows.
And then I say, you wouldn't believe the gardens that grow there.
Oh my, it is truly a sight to behold, no doubt.
Quite the luxury.
I'm just gonna look at her like, bitch.
It is... Yes, the artificiality of the hive does tend to drag on one's soul. It is such a shame.
Still, the luxuries and sophistication it brings can sometimes be worth it.
I suppose it is. The struggles. What must one endure?
Surely you can all afford off-world transport, though.
Yes, it is not that. It is simply that our position of power simply resides within Desolium, and one must always be on the lookout for those who wish to take advantage of one's absence.
Of course, I'd imagine it's so difficult for someone of your position to take time off.
Yes, truly. The call of the oath simply must always be responded to. It is quite the predicament one finds. So, do you have anything real quick you want to ask before I move on?
I don't.
I do.
You do?
Yeah. So, I hear tell on other worlds that the nobles tend to attack each other. That couldn't be the case here, of course, right?
Oh, of course not. That is just some silly off-world traditions. Not here on Desolium. Oh, no, quite not. You automatically succeed a scrutiny test that that everyone there has a little bit of a right. That's funny. No one says it, but their body language betrays them.
And you wouldn't happen to have, private militaries, people that you use for assassinations, gangs that you pay to make sure that you stay in power?
Oh, my dear, that is simply preposterous. I wouldn't. Aside from my house guard, there is really nothing no one needs. Not down there, anyway. And as you can hear, a double door open up further up the hall, you can see that a man clad in a wolf mask and a black short coat with white breeches. Yeah, let's go for that. He steps into the room, and the crowd hushes as... Hold on. Yeah, I need to switch this. As he holds his hands up for silence and says, "My guests, my honored guests." Actually, he doesn't correct himself. He just simply says, repeating, "My honored guests, if you would be so kind to join me in the dining room, we can begin tonight's festivities." And he turns around with a flourish as he walks off to the other room. And I'm gonna say that is the perfect place to cut.
Oh. You don't get my conversation with the lady?
Well, we can do that next time.
Feel betrayed.
Poor Harold did nothing. Alright, that was a good one. I got a repressor.
And
you also get your ass beat.
I got hit once.
If we're not doing anything today, we can keep going.
Looks like you're about to get laid, though.
Let's call it good for now. I don't want to go over the 2-hour mark.
Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Queen's Court. This one was a little bit different. Yeah, I got a repressor at my ass beat. As always, I'm Alexis the Ego Queen. I love you guys. Bye.